What's up, YouTube? Live Sports Talk here, and you can follow me on Twitter at Live Sports Talk. Today, I'm gonna give my recap for the Heat and Knicks game that went on earlier today. The Heat won 93-85 and snapped the Knicks' winning streak in the Garden. So I'm just gonna run through some stats real quick. LeBron had 29, Bosh had 16, and Wade had 28. On the Knicks side, Melo had 42, and J.R. Smith had 16. Now, throughout the game, it was back and forth, I'd say, in the first half. I mean, the Heat went out to an early lead, but then the Knicks fought their way back, and were actually winning at one point during the first half. Same way in the third quarter. The Heat were only up 3 at the end of the third quarter. It was close throughout the beginning of the fourth quarter, but with about 5 minutes left, the Heat kind of just turned it on and closed the game out and won by 8. Now, the Heat did exactly what you'd expect them to do. LeBron had 29, Wade had 28, Bosh had 16. Those are the 3 leading scorers. I mean, that's what you'd expect from the Heat. I think if they want to do well in the playoffs, they need to play like they did the last 5 minutes, where they went on a pretty big run. I think it was a 16-5 run or something like that. There were 8 lead changes in this game, and they were tied 5 times. So it was back and forth until the end, really. But I think the Knicks' big problem in this game is Carmelo Anthony really needs some help out there. He has J.R. Smith coming off the bench dropping 16. I love J.R. Smith. I was really excited for the Knicks when they got him. I thought that was a great pickup. They were +3, plus-minus, with J.R. Smith on the court. But besides J.R. Smith, there was no one else in double digits besides Melo and J.R. And J.R. doesn't even start. There were 3 out of the 5 starters didn't even score 5 points. I mean, Melo needs help scoring-wise, or he can't. The Knicks have no chance in the playoffs. All right, I mean, Landry Fields needs to be putting up like 15 points a game. He needs to be scoring more. Shumpert needs to be putting up 7 to 10 even. Like, something. Baron Davis needs to have more than 3 points. I don't care how old you are. You need more than 3 points. He was 1 for 6 from the field. 0 for 3 from three-pointer, and 1 from 4 from the foul line. That's another thing. Free throws. Melo was 12 for 15. That's pretty good. I'd like to see him making 13 or 14 for 15, but 12 for 15 is fine. The rest of the team, 2 for 8. That's bad. The other players need to step up and score some points. You're at the free throw line. It's easy points. They need to be cashing in on these opportunities. If they get those 6 points from free throws, this is a 2-point game instead of an 8-point game. I mean, so Melo needs help out there. Melo also had 9 rebounds and 5 assists, so he's sharing the ball. He's doing great stuff. Melo had a fantastic game. His team just didn't get his back. Melo played 43 minutes, which is what you're going to expect from him pretty much from now on, without when Lynn and Sotomayor aren't there. Who else played? Like I said before, I like J.R. Smith. He had 16 points, 4 of which were from three-point land. He had 5 rebounds and 2 assists. He had 7 rebounds and 2 assists. My bad. I thought he played very well. He did have 3 turnovers. If he could just cut down on those, that'd be fine. Speaking of turnovers, Baron Davis, I can't stand him. He had 5 turnovers in the game and was 1 for 6 shooting. He had 1 rebound and 4 assists. He really didn't do anything out there except turn the ball over and miss shots. If the Knicks even want to contend in the playoffs, I'm talking about the first round, because they might have to play the Heat or the Bulls in the first round, and that's not going to go well. They need to be scoring other than Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith. They're not going to be able to contend without that. Now, LeBron in this game did go down with an injury. He did return. He stepped on a fan's foot and twisted or rolled his ankle or something. He came back pretty quickly. He just got shaken up. I don't think that will be an issue in any way, but just something to think about. And another thing, if you're looking for something funny, Cole on the Heat played 6 seconds of game time. So I mean, that's kind of interesting that they put him in for 6 seconds. And he's actually +1 on plus minus. Besides that, obviously he didn't do anything. But so yeah, Heat win. Even though it was competitive the whole way until the end of the fourth quarter, really. And if the Heat can play like they did at the end of the fourth quarter, they will. I think they'll be able to win the championship, or at least get to the championship, if not win. I think my overall pick for winning is the Oklahoma City Thunder at the moment, but I'm going to go through and look at it. I'm going to have playoff predictions once the first round playoff predictions, once the playoffs get set out. But I'm also working on my mock draft for the NFL because that's coming up in a week and a half. So, yeah, comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. And that's it for me. Peace.